World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay, happy Tuesday ho sa inyong lahat. Welcome ho sa ating program. Ako po si SONNY Laragan. Dito po sa ating virtual bubble family on a Tuesday night. Ayan ho, ito yung ating programang Legal Advice Corner. Ayan, it's a brand new week ho ngayon. So this is the second day of the week, no? So magandang gabi ho sa inyo lahat sa ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok ho ng United Kingdom. At syempre, meron din nanonood sa atin sa iba't ibang bahagi ho ng mundo, no? Sa apat na sulok ng Europa, sa North America, no? Middle East, Pilipinas. Welcome ho kayo. Tuloy po kayo, kabayan, dito po sa ating programa. Okay, meron tayong syempre pinakamamahal nating co-host dito, yung ating pinakamamahal na abogada. At ito ho ay nag-adventure ho ng weekend. No, it kicked off on Friday, natapos so ng Sunday na, pabalik yata. Pero alamin natin ang detalye, no? Dahil nakita nating medyo blistering wind, talagang tinatama siya ng napakalakas na wind, no? Do sa ano ho yan ano ba tayo, mga pronunciation nun? Mamaya alamin natin. No, dahil alam niyo naman yung mga sa Scotland medyo may ibang pronunciation. Dito ho yung Leicester, ang basa ho Leicester. Leicester, pero ang basa Leicester. Ang Edinburgh, ang kala natin Edinburgh, pero Edinburgh. Yun hong halimbawa, ano pa ba yung Cheltenham, dito, Cheltenham, no? Ganun ho mga pronunciations Kaya ayan, pati nga yung yung sauce, di ba? Ang basa natin, Worcester sauce, di ba? Pero Worcester, ang pronunciation nila, Worcester, no? Okay, good evening ho. Welcome mo sa ating program at kukumustahin natin yung ating mountain climber. Mountain hiker ba? Climber. Mga kaibigan, ang pinakamamahal nating lahat, the one and only, no? Yung ating Brains and Beauty ho to. The managing partner of Deo Volante Solicitors or DV Solicitors. Nabulol ho ako last week. It's a mouthful yung dalawa. Mga kaibigan, si Attorney DANNA QUINTO. Attorney, good evening.
Magandang gabi, Mr. Laragan. Good evening, everyone. Tuloy po kayo ulit dito sa ating Legal Advice Corner. At iba pa, I'm back in my suits. Wala na yung mga waterproof ko. Ito yung bandana ko. I'm back in a suit today. So yes, kakabalik lang.
How was it? How was it? Naku, nagulat kami sa mga postings mo. Ang ganda ng yung mga slopes na pinakita mo, no? And then one part na nag-recording ka. How was it, Attorney? Kwento nga, anong mga nangyari?
It was fun. First of all, it was a much needed break. I'm on a high, I came back, I very, very much feel refreshed. It was solid, physically quite demanding. 6 hours. Ako nasa bundok every Saturday and Sunday. Wala akong tulog no Sabado, so I just went up straight away. It was very windy. It was rainy. Both days were rainy, foggy. So the views were slightly different. Iba yung atmosphere, yung vibe. For me, para any day on a mountain is a good day. It's just a little bit harder to navigate. So I did a couple instead of doing 3, I just did 2 because of the weather as well. And a lot of things do evolve sa bundok. It doesn't all go as planned, so you have to just go on with it and make the most out of it. So yeah, you were asking kanina, Mr. Laragan, no? Bakit hindi mo ba nagamit yung compass mo? Ba't ka nawala?
Oo nga, sa posting mo kasi, parang nadulas-dulas ka pa yata, mga ganun yata.
Hindi, dulas yun.
Slippery when wet ba? Was it slippery
yeah,
when wet?
Definitely. That was actually that was a better way for me to go down that path kasi wala siyang. So what happened was, the first I'll tell you, I'll go through it. So I did first yung mas maliit
na natin. Sandali, pakita nga direct kung ano pinag-uusapan natin. May photo ka ba ng mga inakyat ni attorney dyan? Oo, meron yata isang photo maganda rito. Ayan, ano ba? Yan. Ano ba to? Ayan. Nasaan ka yan, attorney?
Yan is Sunday. That is Sunday. That is the valley na sobrang windy. That was probably the time na I really thought, babalik ba ako? Papatuloy ba ako? Babalik ako, because it was the windiest I've ever encountered sa bundok. It was much windier than I thought. Talagang tumigil ako, and I had to anchor myself in the trekking pole. And actually, I had to sort of really get to grade. That's fine. Nasa low level pa ako niyan. That's the cobbler. Yung nasa nakikita niyo. May mist. That's okay. That was probably on the way down now or on the way up. I can't remember. But that was a nice. That one, the second one was nice. Ang problema with misty conditions is mahirap yung navigation. So, yung first day ko, I wouldn't say I got a bit difficult yung path nung pataas dahil wala ka talagang makita. Wala talagang visibility. The visibility was very poor. So I had to take out my map. I was gonna do compassing and all, pero alam mo, ang Mr. Lar, napakalamig.
Really?
Basang-basa na ako, nababasa yung compass, nababasa yung ko. So, meron naman akong waterproof, pero napakalamig. Tapos, I was at that decision na if I stay longer and if I don't move, I'm just gonna use up yung motivation ko. So, I sat down, what I really need, that was the first mountain. That was that was just raining.
Teka muna, first mountain? What do you mean first mountain? Ilang mountains ang inakyat mo? Di ba you were telling me na depending on the weather, parang you can choose yata a mountain to climb or to hike?
I had, my plan was on Saturday to climb Ben Arthur or the Cobbler.
Oh, di ba? Ben Arthur, di
And
ba?
I did that. Yeah, that was it. That was good. That was very wet. But windy, but more on wet. Mahirap yung pataas kasi hindi ko makita.
Okay.
So even yung konti lang yung tao, so wala
Ano
ka
pangalan? Anong hindi mo makita? Ben?
Arthur.
Yung Ben Arthur. Okay.
Yes.
And then, okay.
So even yung nakita kong tao, nawala din sila. And these are people who walks. They look like proper walkers. So I tried looking at my map. And sa pagod mo, and this is yun yung lesson learned ko. Minsan, huwag kang maghintay na pagod ka na. Dahil hindi nagagana yung utak mo. Hindi ko na makita. Alam ko ito nung pinag-aralan ko para bang test, pero pagod ka na. So, you really, your ability to navigate na naapektuhan. Kapag pagod ka, pag malamig, kapag di mo makita kung left ba or right. So, I just carried on. I got lucky, nakita ko yung in the end, that was good. So I thought the next day, Sunday, better weather. Sabi nila, better weather now. It's good. A bit of wind, but it's okay. Started fantastic. Very, very, quite sunny, actually. Quite sunny. Parang ikaw. Very, very clear. So, akyat muna, and then akyat again. He's getting more napapatigue na. Kasi parang okay lang, ganda ng weather. And then, biglang caught off guard ako dun sa, yung picture na yan, yung unang picture na pinakita ni Direk Pao. Biglang nagkaroon ng napakalakas na hangin. Parang bigla nilang nag-amped up. And then I stayed there. I stayed there probably for 2 minutes trying to figure out if I should go ahead. That's pretty much where I was. Kita mo exposed, actually mapababa yan, exposed yung both sides. So, may nakita akong tao, lalaki. Sabi ko, ano kayong gagawin niya? At tumakbo siya.
Tumakbo mo?
Siya pumunta sa kabila. So, sinunod
Palayo
ko lang
sa'yo?
Ha? Tumakbo
The
siya.
opposite
Hindi,
direction?
To cross that valley. Kasi
Okay.
kapag walang nakasurround, kapag exposed, mas malakas yung wind. So, ganun pala. So, iwas ka dyan, takbo ka na lang. Punta ka lang doon, cross ka kung saan may mga bato para makat ng bato yung wind. So, it was very, very windy. And then I summited after an hour, siguro summited, no more problem, it's clear. I reached the summit, it was very, very, very windy. Nakita niyo siguro dun sa video na pinost ko. I don't know if you've got a copy there, but it was very, very windy. So I decided to go down the mountain ASAP. Bigla, ano na ako, kasi visibility is not great. Wala, I started following a path. Hindi na siya masyadong clear. Also visibility, it was okay. Hindi ganun ka bad, but it was okay. So I would have taken out my map and compass siguro another day, but I just wanted to get out. Kasi ang kalaban ko dun, hindi rain. I know pag bumaba ako, I will get there in the end. Ang kalaban ko is wind. So I need to get out of that place very quickly. So I had to make a decision to just, nakita ko yung isang space, that's a nice, parang rocky place to just descend. So I stayed, I descended there. Kung may steep, nagsaslide lang ako pag steep. So para
Okay. Ito yung video mo, kaya lang medyo yung dimensions medyo lumaki lang, no? Ito.
Look, DANNA on its own.
Ayan. Parang nakaano tayo.
Ayan.
Parang naka-hero cam. Naging panorama.
Anong dala mo? Yung cellphone mo lang, attorney? Ito. Ano to kinukuha mo? Grabe, no? Umuulan. No?
Yeah.
May kasalubong ka rito? Walang tao, no? Nag-iisa lang.
Walang tao dyan. Yeah.
Grabe ang tapang mo, attorney, no?
Walang tao.
Grabe.
Later on na lang ako nakakita ng tao. Nung tapos na lahat.
Believe ako sa'yo, ha? Hindi ko alam kung matapang ako, kung kaya ko yan. Pero imagine, no? Daring to go up the mountain, tapos maulan, malamig, di ba? Pero yung fun, that's the fun of it, di ba? That's the
fun of it.
Pero yung suot mo, kaya ba ng suit mo? O medyo parang kulang pa ng isang layer?
May isa akong layer na extra, so I was quite prepared. Kung lumamig pa, I have extra. So it was, I wasn't bothered at all dun sa lamig. I was bothered sa wind and sa mababasa ako. Yun yung bother ko, yung wind tsaka basa. But yung coldness, I know if I get down, 500 meters down, the weather is going to be better. So yun yung, you problem solve.
Teka muna, 500 meters down, attorney?
Yeah, it's about 1,000 or roughly yung second mountain.
Kalahating kilometro.
926 meters yung mountain, but 900 meters ata yung both na yan. Nearly 1,000 meters.
Wow. So how long did it take you from, teka muna, you came from your bed and breakfast, yung pinakatirahan mo. From the bed and breakfast, how far is more or less the start or the foot of the mountain? Did you take a I don't know, Uber or bus going to the starting point mo? Paano yun?
12-minute walk lang, malapit lang talaga. Andun nakita ko din, malapit lang yung...
Diyan yung mountain, ganun? Ito yung bed and breakfast mo, tapos ayun yung mountain?
12 minutes lang, umikot lang ako dun sa parang.
Wow, malapit lang, okay pala. So strategic pala yung tiniran mo. Ganun?
Yeah, hotel slash B&B. Mabait sila kasi kinuha nila yung
Oo.
aking emergency details na maano
Oh.
sila. Sabi na, paakyat ka. Sabi niya, anong oras ka babalik? Anong ETA mo? Mag-isa ka lang? Meron silang form, next of kin number, ano yung area pupuntahan mo. And they really are quite, they were quite genuine dun sa concern nila. Did you have a good time? Ganon. So it was good. It was very good. It's as I've said, so from there 3 hours up, 3 hours down. So a total of 6 hours a mountain every day.
Parang
It's
isang
quite-
araw. Attorney, parang isang araw yan No, parang isang araw
buong
biyahe
araw,
mo.
buong araw
6
po. Yeah,
hour,
buong araw.
araw.
Buong araw
Okay.
talaga. It's a whole day. You can't do
So
anything
it's
else.
advisable to leave early para at least alam mo, balik mo may liwanag pa?
Depende sa season.
Okay.
Sa akin, I like going early kasi akin yung bundok, andun lang, mag-isa lang
Oo.
ako. But minsan, pag masyado ka maaga, andun pa yung mist. So, this is from experience. Nung pumanik ako, masyadong maaga, may mist, hindi ko makita, walang view. Hindi naman, ano lang, sa taas lang, wala lang view. Pagbaba ako, nag-clear na after about 2 hours. So, nang hinayang talaga ako kasi hindi ko nakita yung view. So,
Hindi ka na pwedeng bumalik sa taas.
Hindi ko na
Hindi kaya mas clear dahil nasa baba? Baka naman ganun talaga ang situation sa taas o talaga nag-clear talaga?
Clear. Kita mo talaga na wala na yung, nag-move na yung, they call it, na-burn out na yung mist, na nawala na yung mist.
So,
It's good to look out mountain forecast for that. You can see
So you learned from
mountain
that? Alam mo na kung anong ideal time more or less sa akyat?
Yes, but it's not an exact science. So most of the time,
okay.
But hindi rin eksakto yung ano nila.
Parang nahihiya ako, parang hindi ko kaya yung ginawa mo, Torny. Talagang imagine mo yan, di ba?
Masaya po,
Oo.
masaya. Yeah,
Yung
masaya.
dating kwento mo yata, may nakasalubong ka bang mga tupa o sheep o ano? Hindi, wala naman.
Walang tupa ngayon. Wala
Walang
talaga
tupa
sila
ngayon.
doon. No? Noon may tupa. Ngayon wala talagang tupa. Wala man ako nakita mga kung ano. Tao minsan na nakita ko pero konti lang. Maraming
Okay.
aso umaakyat.
Oo.
May mga aso sila na umaakyat. Mr. Laragan. Bilib na bilib din ako sa mga aso.
Asong
And then,
kasama ng mga boss, ng mga,
magaling,
mga amo nila.
Amo nila.
Okay.
Galing,
Pakita nga natin.
galing.
Ito yung video na nakakatakot na pag nakikita kita rito, parang hindi ko alam kung kakayanin ko umakyat, no? Yung medyo windy. Sige, pakita mo nga yung video, direct. Ayan. Sige, yung video. Pakita natin yung video na, although medyo pero na-expand lang to. Sige, let's have a look at this.
Look, depend on it some.
Hindi talaga ako makaprove steady dyan. Hindi lang yan. It's
Ben,
pretty.
ano siya? Attorney, Ben,
Yan, ibang summit po yan. That's
hindi yung kanina, yung habang nagsasalita ka, naka-video.
Ben Narnin.
Ben Narnin.
It's about 926
Oo.
meters. If you want to know.
Look, depend on it some.
Ayan, Ben Narnin. Ayan, no.
Ayun.
Wala namang nawala sa'yo? Walang lumipad sa'yo? O walang nawala? Walang natanggal?
Talagang nag-ano ako. I did lahat tinali ko.
Ay, ito yung sinasabi mo sa akin, attorney, sa ulo, di ba? Yan ba yung sinasabi mo sa akin? Sa ulo? Oo.
Yes, yun yung buff na tinatawag.
Oo.
Ano yun? Multi-purpose na.
Meron pa direct yung isa pang, yung parang tubig yata, may umahabang umuulan. Yan!
Yan. Ganda no? Ganda.
Oo.
Actually,
Ano yan? Parang stream, no? Stream lang, no? Parang, ang galing. No?
Isa lang.
Wow, galing. Talagang Naku. Teka muna, welcome natin yung mga Let's have a play a little game para baka sakaling gusto nila mag-comment doon sa nakikita nila. Ito, ano ba tong video ba to? Pakita mo nga to, direct. Ano ba yan? Wow.
Yan. Ben Arthur
Wala
yan.
akong makita, Ben Arthur to.
Wala akong makita talaga yan.
So you actually climbed 2 mountains, attorney?
2 mountains, yes.
2 mountains. Wow, galing. Okay, sige. Baka may magko-comment doon. Sige, ito yung ating mga si Attorney Danna ho, nagkaroon ng pag-akyat sa 2 bundok this past weekend, no? Sabado, Linggo, no? Lunes, wala na. Biyahe ka na pauwi na yan, no?
I stopped at Glasgow. Dapat mag-hike ako sa ano lang, low level, pero the weather wasn't, and I was very tired.
Kasi Glasgow, kasi ang airport mo coming back to well, dito sa Bedfordshire.
Sa Luton Airport.
Luton ka. London, Luton.
1 hour lang po. So
Wow,
convenient.
galing. Oo.
It's very good.
Okay.
So yeah. I want to say thank you to Ed, by the way, si Ed and Irene, and sa lahat ng nag-send ng ingat ka sa akin.
Oo.
Maraming salamat po sa ano nyo, sa concern nyo. It's really nakakataba ng puso na may mga concern at nag-check. Salamat
Si
po.
Ed is watching us. Si Edgar, no? He's at work, pero I don't know, no? Yeah, well, concerned, no? Kami naman kasi we were out with my family, no? Nung last Saturday, kaya yan. So, okay. Ito na, yung mga sino unang, we have this small contest that we have on the program kung sino ang unang bumate. Attorney, sino ang hula mo?
Marian Galicia Paner. Hindi ko alam bakit
Okay,
yun ang
Marian
name.
Galicia Paner ang ang hula ni attorney, no? Direct, let's see, ano natin muna, yung ating, ayan. Ito mo naman, complete.
Hindi ko talaga makakuha ng tama to.
Oo, si Oliver. Anong oras naman sa sa 6:30, no? Bali mga 11:30 siguro.
Good morning over there.
Good morning, morning. Ayan, ang sabi niya.
And also, yan ba ang unang message? Bakit parang
Yan ang message,
second part? Also had a chance to see the bit of the shimmering northern lights from our community here in Everett. You will probably see it there in the UK if it's not too overcast with clouds tonight.
Really?
It's a bit overcast.
Dito, the clouds. Overcast sa Bedfordshire. How's the overcast? Medyo cloudy? Overcast dito.
We have a picture of a cloud, yeah.
Oh, cloud. Oh, by the way, from now on, we'd like to let everybody know that you can watch us also. Well, dati na rin, no? But we encourage you to probably watch us in both, no? Kung meron man kayong mas magandang panooran, YouTube is a nice alternative. Napaka super high definition ho tayo ron. At itong program na to, napaka sharp ng video, ng resolution doon ho sa YouTube. Ayan. Okay. So, sino second natin? So, congratulations.
Mr. LARAGAN, may una palang message. Sorry, there's a longer
Okay.
Good morning and happy Tuesday po, Attorney Donna, Kuya Sonny, and Direct Pao. Spent the weekend with the family at Skamania Lodge in Stevenson, Washington, watching the sunrise, zipping through trees, trail walking, dipping in the jacuzzi, and treating the wife with a nice birthday dinner. Wow!
Galing. Happy. Oh, belated happy birthday to the wife and wow, wonderful get together and celebration, no? Oo. Teka muna, sino unang bumati ba?
Si Oliver daw eh. Si Oliver ba? Tama ba? Direct
Si Oliver ba? Direct? Tama, si Oliver nga.
Oliver nga.
Wow.
Ayun.
Okay.
Sino sa salutatorian natin?
Salutatorian.
Salutatorian.
Yeah. Okay. Kita mo naman si Direct, ha?
Edgar Duay!
Si Edgar. Oo, mabuhay.
Yan. Magandang gabi, Attorney DQ and legendary Sonny Laragan at sa mga taga-subaybay. Happy Tuesday, DQ. Happy talaga ang Tuesday ka. Bundok. Bundok naman dyan.
Yeah, nag-uulat na nga.
Yes, nag-uulat po.
Oo. He did it kasi about 27 minutes ago. So, yeah, ito, nag-uulat, no? Concerned tayo sa kanya dahil syempre, nag-iisang aakit ng bundok at pero ang lakas ng loob mo, attorney, no? I mean, diyan ba, saan ang gagaling yung lakas ng loob mo, yung tapang mo to do this? Is it more of that adventurous spirit, no? Tipong, it's yung mas malakas ang yung feeling of adventurism mo over yung feeling of fear of anything, no?
I suppose yun nga, yun yung may healthy. It's always good to have a healthy amount of fear kasi yun ang magsisave siguro sa atin, in very, very uh, perilous circumstances. But yung siguro sa part ko, I really like being in the mountains. For me, it's I get such a satisfaction. Very therapeutic siya. And spending time on my own, there walking, just surrendering kung ano man yung elements doon, preparing yourself. Part yon yung kung ano yung dadalhin mo, going through all of that to be rewarded with this view na mabibigay lang dun sa nagbigay ng effort din. So for me, it's very much a simple arithmetic. Yun lang yung formula doon. If you give that effort, if you give that little bit of sacrifice, you get this beautiful place in the world na hindi lahat makakakita and hindi available unless unless you have that investment dun sa process na yun. And then also, obviously, you get to know yourself kung hanggang saan yung limit mo, kung ano yung mafe-feel mo in certain circumstance. And once you get through that experience na you can problem solve and you can get yourself out of a bother, you can get yourself out of a sticky situation, it actually makes you braver. It makes you more empowered na, kaya ko pala alagaan yung sarili ko in that certain circumstance. I can make prudent decisions. So it's quite good. And you go down, you have fun, you look at it. For me, it's so beautiful.
Tama yan.
It's
Sa
really
life
just
talaga, no? In anything, you wouldn't enjoy the view, yung ganong klaseng view. I-dream mo lang, kunyari, maganda siguro view sa taas. But if you go up there, you will have, well, in life, kamukha na sinasabi mo, when you have to succeed, may hirap may trabaho. Di ba? Before anything becomes easy, it has to be hard first. So bago mo makita yung mag-effort ka, sabi mo nga, effort ka, makiat ka. O pag nakakit ka, wow, ang ganda ng view. Pero may experience mo yung maganda na view, no? Kung hindi ka akyat, hindi Pero akyat ka, may effort, 'di ba? 'Yan ang tanong doon Mag-e-effort ka ba? Pag nag-effort ka ba, ma-attain mo yung success probably in life. Pero kung hindi ka nag-effort, darating ba sa'yo? Pag hindi ka tumaya, mananalo ka ba? Di ba?
That's right.
So ganun, tama yan. May ka pala, may values ka pa lang nakukuha dyan, attorney, di ba?
Hindi lang
mga, di ba? Sabi mo, yung tapang, di ba?
No, it's actually a very good character builder.
Galing yan, no? Ay, tanong ko lang, okay, malamig sa taas, tapos, have you ever tried, kasi sabi mo, hindi mo mailabas yung compass mo, malamig Pero did you ever try, may signal pa ba doon? Yung bang,
may signal,
may signal pa?
Huh? Mas may signal po sa taas normally. Because you're probably at the highest point, normally at the highest point at that area. It's a hit and miss though, hindi all the time. Hindi siya ang pinakamalamig ko. I've had colder summits before. It's just malamig siya kasi basa ka.
Tama.
It's the wetness kaya ka nilalamig. Kaya din. And iba, Mr. Laragan, yung feeling, yun yung hindi ko na-account. Siguro that's a lesson learned for me na pag pagod ka, wala kang tulog, and you're very low in sugar, yung brain horsepower mo bumababa talaga. Yung kahit tingnan mo yung what kahit na hand coordination mo hand-eye coordination mo.
Really? This is Sunday. This happened on Sunday.
This is both Saturday and Sunday. Got a bit better on Sunday siguro, but you really and this is very cool lahat sa mga endurance runners. A lot of runners will probably know this. When you do these things, sobrang attuned mo na yung body mo kailangan na ng fuel. So you'd eat a little candy or a power bar within 5 minutes. Alam mo yung difference. Kasi para ka nabuhayan talaga na balik yung focus mo, balik yung presence mo lang kung ano yung ginagawa mo. So that's right, because ako, gusto ko na-excite ako, gusto ko. And then, nakalimutan ko ng kumain or and then we got to a point na siguro hindi na ako makapag-concentrate. So I had to sit down. I had a coffee and then yung energy bar ko.
May
I
coffee
have coffee.
may mug ka, may flask or anything?
May thermos.
Thermos.
It's nice. Yun yung isa ko.
Dapat makasama. Kailan susunod mo? Kailan susunod mo pag-akyat? Para magkasama-sama naman tayo.
Spring na siguro. This is
springtime.
I'm looking at doing some winter mountaineering, but I will see kung ready na ako. But this is, pag winter mountaineering, hindi ako aakyat mag-isa. Magpa-practice muna ako. Mag-training ako kasi ibang klaseng
winter
walk. But alone, probably, may mga projects, may mga gusto kong gawin na mga bundok sa Scotland. Marami po sila. Maraming bundok.
Kaya maganda Scotland, no? Maganda iniisip ko nga kung magdadrive ba ako ng Scotland, no? Magbabas na lang ako, train na lang ako.
Fly is sometimes cheaper, Mas mura kung advance ka mag-book. You get something quite cheaper for that. Kaso nga lang, pag andun ka na, bus ka na or train. Pag, once you reach Glasgow, either you can rent, ayun isang friend ko, or wala yung problema yung public transport nila. It's very, it's quite good. It's organized. So, wala kang problema doon.
Pag nagda-drive ako, alam ko na pag nasa Scotland ako kasi may paano yan may paakyat na yan Yung from the end of England. Ano ba end of England? Parang pangalan nun. Nakalimutan ko na. Yan, pag lagpas ko doon, tapos alam ko na paakyat na ako, yung parang may winding doon sa Scotland na yun.
Yeah. It's beautiful place. Lahat ng mga taga-Scotland dyan, hello po, napakaganda po ng lugar niyo. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yes, wonderful. Hindi pa ako napunta ron, lagpas ng Edinburgh. Puro lang ako. Puro Glasgow, Edinburgh. Hindi pa ako nakarating ng
Highlands.
Yung Highlands. Hindi pa. Ate, tuloy natin mga pagbati. You can greet us on both Facebook and YouTube, ha? Ayan. Okay, sino next natin?
Rose Hobbs. Good evening,
Ganda,
Attorney Dana and Sir Sonny. Mabuhay po sa mga kababayan sa ang sulok man ng mundo. Mabuhay nga. Mabuhay po sa mga kababayan natin.
Mabuhay. Rose Hobbs, no?
Alisa Sofia Silverio. Happy Tuesday po, Sir Sonny and Attorney Dana. Happy Tuesday, Eliza.
Happy Tuesday. Ayan, dun ho kayo sa YouTube din ho. Pwede ho kayo mag-message sa amin, no?
YouTube yan,
ayan, YouTube, Yan. Joey Baluyot ba to?
Joey Baluyot. Good evening po, Attorney Quinto. Good evening. Facebook naman si Joey. Yon.
Facebook si Joey. Okay. Ayan.
Ma'am Emily Rafael. All caps. Good evening, Sonny and Attorney Dana. Everyone. Si Ma'am Emily din nagko-comment doon. Ingat-ingat din daw. Watching from Dubai Expo with family.
Anong oras na ba sa Dubai? Anong oras ba in Dubai? Ano ba time difference na sa Dubai? Good evening, ha? Good
evening po. Magandang
good evening, no? Emmeline, sige, yan. Okay, si Joey Baluyot, no?
Joey Baluyot, good evening din daw. Kuya Sonny.
Uy, yan, aba. Nasa Middle East, talking of Middle East, may Dubai kanina, si Emily Rafael, meron naman from Kuwait. Sige, pakibasa, Attorney.
Ed Abdullah, good evening po sa lahat, watching from Kuwait. Ay, madami silang nasa Middle East na tumututok ngayong gabi.
Ayan, oo. Ed, mabuhay, no?
Ed
another Ed.
Good evening, Mr. LARAGAN and Attorney Dana Quinto. Happy Tuesday to all. The photos you posted are very nice. I love it. Welcome home today. Thanks for reacting to my Squid Game post. Yes, Edgardo, ang original author po. Siya po ang
Tuesday.
Nagbinauna ng Happy Tuesday na yan. And very much, ka-Squid Game fan ko yan Para ko kaming baliw na baliw sa Squid Game. Tawan-tawa kami sa story ng Squid Game. And thank you then. Thank you for your
kundi dahil pag-usapan yan, hindi ko mapapanood yung buong series, no? Nag-enjoy kami, no? Just a Squid Game, no?
Nakakatawa. Napaka-thought-provoking talaga.
Yeah. Para siyang para siyang Hunger Games in a way, no? Parang gano'n, no?
That's right.
Hunger
Ayan.
Games. Uy,
Rose Metropole. Ano po?
kasi gusto ko lang i-mention, pagka Tuesday, dyan lang nanonood si Edgardo. Hindi siya nanonood ng Thursday. Hindi siya nanonood ng Wednesday ng tanghali, sabi ni Marites, hapon. Hindi siya nanonood ng, ano pangalan to? Embassy nating kaibigan mo. Dito lang siya. Sa Legal Advice
Nakabisi.
Corner. Talagang
Busy lang
naman.
siguro.
So, thank you, Ed, no?
Ayan.
Ayan, Edgardo, yan. Rosemary
Rose
Capule.
pinsan ko po si Ate Rose. Good evening, Dana. Hi, Ate Rose.
Hi, Rose! Oh, nasa si Rose ngayon? Nasa Pilipinas?
Nasa Bulacan po. Nasa Pinas po.
Saan Bulacan? Saan part ng Bulacan?
Malolos po. Malolos.
Uy, Malolos. Malapit sa Paumbong yan. Mga, tinitingnan ko yung mapa, no? Taga doon si, si Conjen, Sinin. Perfect. Sinin mga lili. Yeah. Taga Malolos.
Galing.
Mabuhay.
Hi po sa lahat ng mga
Si
Malolos.
Rose, ano kanina pangalan niya? Rose Capule.
Capule. Yes.
Ayan, okay. Mabuhay,
Laila Dupitas Guillermo naman. Good evening po sa lahat. Watching from Cyprus naman. Stay safe
Oy,
po sa lahat.
Cyprus, mabuhay.
Cyprus.
Mabuhay.
Balik naman tayo from Pilipinas to Cyprus.
Meron tayong si Ajik, nakita ko, Ajich. Nasaan mo yung kay Ajich niya? May nakita ko, Annalisa Ajich. Ayun.
Next.
Taga,
Ayan.
ano to, Bosnia, Herzegovina. Saan ka ba?
Ayan.
Nasaan ba yan? Bosnia ba? Herzegovina? Nakalimutan ko na kung anong lugar. Kung Croatia. Pakisabi nga lang, Annalisa. Yan, Annalisa Abelia Ajich.
Yan. Sabi ni Annalisa, good evening po, Attorney Dana and Sir Sonny. Sa lahat ng viewers, happy Tuesday night po. Happy Tuesday na, Annalisa, and to your
Happy
family.
Tuesday. Yes,
Taga-san ba?
Annalisa.
Sabi ni Miss
Oo nga,
Dana.
taga-san, yung covered ng ni Ambassador Frank Simafranca, Bosnia and Herzegovina ba? Hungary, Romania, nakalimutan ko na eh. Annalisa, saan ka nga uli? Sa dami kasi ng places, no? Bosnia ba? Herzegovina, no? Ayan, Laila.
Oliver, may recommendation lang si Oliver.
Di ba-
Punta ka daw Arthur Seat sa Edinburgh. A nice
Nasaan
gentle
tayo?
stroll up the hill near Edinburgh.
Laila, kala ko si Laila D+. Nawala tayo, Laila D+.
I think yung nasa,
Dupitas.
si Oliver
Guillermo.
po. Ayan, okay.
Watching from Cyprus, yeah.
Yeah, we've done that
Okay.
already.
Okay, alright. Sige,
Yeah.
hindi kasi inaano ko yung sequence natin. Kasi tinitingnan ko rin sa ating Okay, si Oliver ulit. Ano sabi ni Oliver?
Oliver, yes. He's saying try level 1 hill, Arthur Seat though. A nice gentle stroll up the hill near Edinburgh City Centre.
Okay. Merong hill nga sa tabi ng Edinburgh. Yung sa tabi ng parang science center nila. Have you been there, attorney?
Yes, I've been there. I have been there.
Yung mountain na yun. Di ba? Nasa science, Yung dyan mountain, may nakikita kami mga naglalakad. Pero kapalagi ko, hindi ko kaya yun eh. Ganun bang Ben Arthur? Yung parang yung sa... Wala may hindi.
Yung mas malakas po yun. 3 hours pa bago ka makarating sa Ben Arthur.
So yung nasa science, di ba, pagka, if you've been to Edinburgh, may tour ka, dumadaan doon sa science, di ba? Yung parang mini, ano yung sa Australia, Sydney, parang ganun, di ba? Parang,
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah.
yung ganun science.
Yung ganun, yeah.
Oo, yung parang ganun. Oo. Tapos sa tapat doon, mountain yun eh. O hill. Hill ba o
It's
mountain?
Bumbayel, yeah.
Hill lang ba yun? Nako, pag inakyat ko siguro, takot ko, nakikita ko yung mga taong lilit, parang langgam mo, naglalakad na ganun. Oo, subukan ko akyatin yun.
Subukan niyo.
How long nga pala tag dito si Oliver, no? Gaano katagal ang biyahe ang akyat doon, no? Kasi si Attorney Dana 3 hours, no? Ayan. Okay. Sige, saan to Serbia.
Si Serbia.
Oo, sabi niya, pakibasa ng attorney.
Dinner time daw po, Attorney Donna and Sir Sonny. Kain po tayo! Yes!
Oy!
Masarap humigop ng sinigang. Wow! Sarap naman. Ginutom mga tao ko na.
Sinigang? Okay.
Yeah, wala pa.
Discuss pa namin yun, direct. Nalipat ka na kagad. Yung sinigang, kasi nga, gusto ko malaman kung anong oras ang dinner time sa kanila. Di ba? Anong oras ba ngayon dyan sa Serbia? Di ba? Serbia, dinner time. kung ano,
Ano
6:45 na ngayon sa UK.
Sinigang na baboy, sinigang na isda. Sarap.
Oo.
Sarap.
Maulan na gabi. Maulan din sa Serbia. Oh, Serbia pala. Serbia.
Magandang gabi
Serbia.
po.
Magandang gabi, mabuhay, no? Ito, taga Portugal yata. Sino to susunod natin?
Diba?
Ayan.
Watching from Portugal, Naomi Judge. Tama ba ang
Noemi
pagka-pronounce
Judge.
natin, Naomi?
Pero teka muna, kaya ano niya kaya to susunod na taga Portugal din yata eh. Ito, si Sanchez.
Sanchez Grace. Hello po. Watching from Lisbon, Portugal. Okay. And then
Mabuhay, no? Mabuhay kayo. Sige. Sino susunod natin?
Rojo. Nope.
Mga taga Portugal yan, mabuhay, ha? Ano?
Dali,
sabi
7:45
ni-
na sinigang na baboy.
1 hour ahead pala ang Serbia.
Wow, 1 hour.
7:45, 6:45. Okay. Oh, enjoy the food, ha? Enjoy the sinigang, ha?
Enjoy the food.
Oh,
And si
enjoy the
Rudy,
sinigang na baboy. Yes.
Rudy Librojo, magandang gabi po ng masayang Tuesday sa inyong magandang attorney Dana. And gwapong palagi, Sir Sonny and all viewers from Team Librojo.
Yan ang magandang lalaki
gabi.
talaga si Rudy, no? Cute looking si Rudy. Ayan. Okay. Edgardo
Ayan, si
Pagastian.
Edgardo. Scotland is very nice. We went during the festival in August 2021. We also went to the Highlands and stayed overnight in Oban. Ay, nakapunta na akong Oban. Nakakatawa doon. Oh,
Okay. Hindi pa ako, wala pa ako sa Highlands. Pero may festival ba last year? Di ba yun ang kainitan din ng parang pandemic? Teka,
This
nag-pandemic
year
ba tayo?
lang po, August 21, 2021. This year lang.
This year lang ba yung ano, yung pandemic natin?
Hindi po, yung pumunta siya this year lang, August 2021.
Sorry. August 21. Meron na, talaga. Bago lang. Bago lang. Last 2 months ago.
2 months ago lang.
Okay. Okay. Oo nga. Okay, good.
Very good. Maganda sa
Good.
Oban. I went to Oban Distillery. May ano po doon, may whiskey distillery. Kasi, as we
yes.
all know, Scotch, di ba?
Yeah, Scotch
Hindi
whiskey,
Scotch,
no?
ito na natin.
Konti lang. Pampa-condition lang ng boses, no? Ayun. Okay. Direk, yun na muna ba ang last natin muna for the time being? Okay. Sige. Very good, no? Scotland, Highlands, climbing, Oban. Hindi pa ako napupunta. Hindi pa ako napupunta. Pumunta tayo. Let's go.
Dadalhin natin ang ating mga kababayan, mga classmates
Alright.
natin dito.
Ayan, okay. Ano bang may topic ba tayo for tonight?
Yes, may topic tayo, Mr. Laragan.
Okay. Yes. Anong topic natin for tonight? Sandali lang, no?
Yes.
Magbe-break muna kaya tayo siguro. Break ba natin direct? Abang ano? Anong topic natin? Sandali lang, ha? Okay. Alright. Sige. Okay ba? Magbe-break ba tayo direct o sandali? Sige, okay. Tanungin ko na. Okay. We're gonna magbe-break muna. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have a short break. Huwag kayong alis. Kami ho ni attorney ay magbabalik at doon nyo ho malalaman yung ating topic for tonight. Saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%, all natural. Tasty. Healthy. Versatile. 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
During these trying times, we salute the frontliners who are tirelessly caring for all of us against the COVID-19. To all the courageous nurses, doctors, carers, and paramedics at the NHS. Words are not enough to thank you. We at Highlight Express International are here to support you back with a full semester 10% discount when you send your balikbayan boxes to your family in the Philippines. Dahil ang Highlight Express International ay para sa pamilya.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka i-evict ka na ni kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay mister o kay misis. Away tungkol sa mana, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS, harassment, o baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo. Punta na sa DV Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. DV Solicitors at Mayfair House, 11 Lurk Street, Bedford, MK40 3HZ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay, yan, nagbabalik ho tayo dito sa ating palatuntunang Legal Advice Corner. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN. Welcome back dito ho sa ating programa. At syempre, welcome back doon sa ating pinakamamahal na abogada. Walang iba kundi si Attorney, mountain climber, par excellence, gano'n, no? Si Attorney DANNA Quinto. Attorney, good evening once again, no? Ayan.
Good evening once again, Mr. LARAGAN. Natawa ko dun sa intro mo.
Hindi, oo, talagang, hindi, yung courage, Attorney, hindi ko kaya yung courage. Galing ni Direk, ha?
Kaya mo yan. Kaya mo yan, Mr. LARAGAN. Kaya mo yan.
Galing. Oh, well, then, saan talaga, kakayanin ko. Hindi, sabi ko kay si Direk, ang galing, nakapag-switch sa atin, no? Galing. Okay, hindi ko kaya, Attorney. Maski sabihin mo kaya ko, baka kung kasama ko sino kaya dapat natin kasama yung medyo, kung kasama si Emeline Rafael, ayan, medyo feeling ko, kaya lang baka mamaya mapahiya ako. Feeling ko kasi mas malakas akong umakyat kaysa sa kanya, pero baka mamaya biglang magulat tayo. Praktisado pala, no? Si Emeline, no? Diba? But it's do you, when you're there, for example, when you're faced with anything, do you pray or do you, what do you do? Kunyari na doon, ang lakas na tamang ka ba rin ng konti? Baka alanganin dito. Hindi ka ba tinatamaan ng konting kabaron, Attorney? Uy, nag-freeze. Si Attorney, ayan, okay, oops, switch natin. Direct. Ayan, bumalik ulit. Bumalik ulit. Ayan, bumalik siya.
Yung signal, hindi din.
Nawala. Saglit yung signal, no?
Sorry, you were asking kung what do I do kung nagpa-pray ba ako. Yeah, part po yan. It's just like a reflection, your thoughts kung if there's a bit of an issue, medyo malamig o medyo mahina visibility, you say your little prayer, tingnan mo kung ano yung susunod na step mo, and then just try to get to your destination and back safely. Life becomes very, very simple, Mr. LARAGAN. I'll tell you that's the reason why talaga mawawala lahat ng stress mo sa buhay. it's really just about having a bit to eat, drinking water, going to somewhere, and getting down in one piece. Yun lang. Your life is pretty much condensed in that moment of time. Yun lang yung goal mo sa buhay. To get there, be safe, have a bit of water, try to be dry, pero optional lang siguro yun. And make sure you have fun along the way. Make sure, you smile at people along the way, you say hello to people along the way, and have fun. And that's really it.
Attorney, napanood mo ba yung James Bond?
Yes.
Oo, sa last line, yung last line ni pangalan to. Sabi niya, yung you are actually living, attorney. You're living your life, di ba?
Yes.
Tama ba yan? You're not just
Yes.
existing.
Yep.
Dana Quinto, solicitor, managing partner of Deo Volente Solicitors. Ito, on her way to the mountain, di ba? Na climbing yung inaano mo yung hurdle na yun to go up, 3 hours. It's no joke,
Yeah.
3 hours going up and down. So you're actually, gusto mong gawin yan eh. It makes you happy. It makes you complete, di ba? Yung challenges. So
Yes,
you're
right.
actually living your life, di ba? You're not just existing. Hindi ka lang
That's
kumain. Although sabi mo, kain, ganyan, simple lang. Pero ikaw, hindi eh. Gusto mo kumain din, doon ka pa nagpunta sa malayo. Di ba? Di ba? Layo nun. Hindi
ako
ordinary
nagmerienda,
joke.
no? Sa
Di ba?
taas.
Oo, kaya nga.
Doon ako nagmerienda, nagkape.
Doon ka nagmerienda, di ba? Nung na-feel mo na nawawala na yung coordination mo dahil siguro sa gutom na rin at puyat.
Oh, my
kulang sa
God,
tulog.
But as I was telling Shinera ko doon, part of it is because, you all have your reasons. I told you about yung isa ko pang lucky charm, kumbaga, yung pinamana sa akin ng lola ko na malong sa amin, tinatawag sa Mindanao, but it's actually a blanket. So, yun yung last thing na binigay niya sa akin before ako pumunta ng UK. Kasi malamig daw dito. So, sabi niya, ito para sa'yo. She brought me up. So, yung lola ko paralyzed yan for 20 years siguro bago siya namatay. But she's, ano talaga siya, ma'am? Alam mo yun, she really helped brought me up. We're very, very close. So, nung namatay siya, doon ako nag-umpisa mag-marathon, makyat ng bundok. That's how I dealt with pain and grief,
The loss,
and my own
grief,
pain. Yeah, with loss. And dala-dala ko yung peace niya. Simula nung unang marathon ko hanggang umakit akong bundok, I always bring a piece of that blanket with me. And yung mga conversation ko, siguro...
Ano, piece of blanket, konti lang siya para...
Ayoko naman magdala ng
ginupit mo lang?
malaking
Oo, dala mo, ginugupit mo isang part nun?
Ginupit ko.
Dala-dala mo.
Sabi ko, papatawarin niyo naman siguro ako para gupitin ko to. Hindi naman siguro siya. Ayoko magdala ng isang malaking malong sa bundok.
Oo, malaking malong. Pero okay naman.
Ayun, actually, that's the conversation I have. People talk about prayers, people talk about... So, para sa akin, I'm trying to, in my own way, show her kung ano yung she didn't get a chance to do. She didn't even get a chance to walk for the last 20 years. So, parang sa akin, at least, ako na yung tatakbo para sa kanya, ako na yung pupunta ng bundok. And yun yung conversation, we talk about conversation. So, pag feeling ko medyo mahirap na, I'll stop. Kasi ganda, no? I'll have a little conversation. Tignan mo, sa lola ko, ganda, no? Ganda ng view, and then you'll go up to the summit, and then you've got to have a bit of purpose, for it to make some sense as well. So in some ways, yun yung ano ko. So a lot of, if not all of those summits are really for her.
Nalungkot naman ako sa'yo. Alam mo ba bakit? Kasi lumaki ako puro lola.
Lumaki na din puro lola.
Dalawang magkapatid na yung lola ko, yung nanay ng tatay ko, at saka yung younger sister niya, bali mga lola, sila ang nagpalaki sa akin.
Yeah, pareho tayo na andun yung lola. So, yun yung ano ko, I always, dala-dala ko siya sa lahat ng summit, and I say a little prayer pag nasa summit na, sana makita mo rin kung ano yung view na nakikita ko. Kasi, as I've said, she never really had the chance na umakyat-akyat, makmutakbo, ano.
Okay. So naalala mo siya, through a prayer also, you prayed to her, parang gano'n, no? Because if you watch all the movies, the great movies or even biographies, yung mga great people, great men, when they embark on something, battle or anything, they make a prayer. Diba? They pray. So, ganun tayo. You do pray, we pray, I pray, no? So,
Yeah.
teka muna, attorney. Sige, ang topic natin ito. Ano topic natin? Sige, ito ang for topic natin for today. Yan. What you should do
Balik tayo
if you
sa
have a road
therapy.
traffic accident. Yeah, okay. Sige,
Balik tayo
maganda
sa
to.
therapy, balik tayo dito sa sea level, dito sa road.
Yes.
And what
Okay.
should you do if you have a road traffic accident? So, hopefully never kayong magkaroon ng accident. But as we all say, accidents do happen and mas mabuti na i-prepare yung mga kababayan natin. These are practical points. These are things na baka maalala, sana maalala nyo. And kung hindi nyo maalala, pwede nyo habulin, pwede nyo isipin na take down notes later after the event, which will help a potential case later on. This is to really put you in a better position kung titingnan nyo kung may claim ba kayo for compensation. So practical steps to help you if you have a road traffic accident.
Ayan. Okay, so practical steps to take, no? Things to do, things that you have to know, no? If you are, you have a road traffic accident, RTA.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna have a short, hindi na pala. Okay,
Dire-diretso
take it
na.
away.
So,
Dire-diretso, take it away. Sige, attorney.
Yes, it's about 10 practical steps. As I've said, ito ay mga guidance lamang. Siyempre, depende yan kung severe yung accident. Unlikely na ito pa yung priority mo. But obviously, in appropriate circumstance, sana makatulong po ito. At sana magbigay patnubay sa kung ano mang it makes you feel a bit more comfortable kung ano yung kailangan yung i-prepare o ano yung pwede nyong gawin, mga action plan nyo, so that, first of all, safe kayo, and second, if you are looking at a possible claim or compensation later on, it will also assist. So number one, ang pinakauna, most importantly, as I've said, safety first. So call the emergency services to report the incident and account for any mga injured party o casualty. So check muna natin health and safety. Check natin kung safe ba yung kasama natin, tayo, and even yung ibang mga tao. And then call an ambulance. Kahit sa tingin nyo simple lang yung injury, I would still really recommend calling emergency services or yung ambulance. This is because they are able to do an accurate accident report. So pag andun yung mga organization na ganyan, they take down notes, they're able to check kung ano talaga yung sitwasyon o kondisyon ng isang tao, kung kailangan bang may concussion, kasi sometimes yung mga injuries, hindi lang yan obvious. Some very fatal injuries are actually internal bleeding, concussion. They're not so obvious. Akala ng ibang tao, okay lang sila. It's very important to get checked out. And with that, you will also get a paper trail kung ano yung nangyari. And para alam ng GP nyo later on kung paano kayo i-treat, kung ano talaga yung unang impact sa inyo. So please, huwag nyo lang i-shrug off, ay okay lang ako, it's fine. No, call emergency services, please. Secondly, you have to give your details to other parties involved in the RTA. I think lahat tayo na nasa UK, alam natin to. It's very, very important. It's a legal requirement. Kailangang mag-exchange kayo ng insurance for insurance purposes as well. You can ask the insurance party, the other party's insurance details, as well as car registration number, ano yung kotse, ano yung model. These are details that you will need later on. As I've said, apply these guidelines as kung ano yung appropriate sa sitwasyon. As kung severe yung accident, hindi na kaya, syempre safety muna. Ang tatawagan, yun na lang, which I will later note is ang police. So you have to ensure also na lahat ng details ng ibang partido, maybe may witness, may third car na hindi man siya masyado nabangga pero alam niya kung ano yung nangyari. you should get all the details of those possible witnesses, independent witnesses, and other parties as well. Lahat ng mga, minsan hindi natin alam kung sino yung, siguro naghatid lang tayo ng kaibigan or kaibigan ng kaibigan. Get details of them as well. Potentially, you just want to know as well kung okay sila, after a few days. Kasi, I've told Mr. Laragan, this is ito sa yung mga mythbusters natin, yung adrenaline natin, that's the chemical in the body, that shoots up kung may accident. So, karamihan from experience mga kliyente ko, they don't feel anything at all. Yung mga low-level injuries, mga minor injuries, whiplash and all that, soft tissue injury, they feel fine straight away. Kasi yung adrenaline, yun yung kumbaga nag-numb ng pain. They feel it 48 hours later. So, that's the reason why, first of all, yung sinabi ko, tawag pa rin kayo ng ambulance kasi hindi nyo alam kung ano yung talagang impact. And secondly, you may have to still look out for symptoms 48 hours later. And that's when adrenaline sort of washes away from your body. So, tawagan nyo rin kung sino yung mga kasama nyo sa kotse. Don't check nyo sila, 48, not just on that day, but 48 hours later, 2 to 3 days later, kung okay lang sila, make sure everyone gets checked out. You may need their information kung gusto din nilang mag-claim against the other party, lalo na kung yung kabilang kung sinasabi niya ang may kasalanan ay yung kabilang partido. Now, the next one, as I've said, is tawag ng police. It's actually a rule under Road Traffic Accidents Act 1998 that you must report all road traffic accidents to the police. So, call the police. Kung severe, at least call the police and emergency services. Sila yung kukuha ng, they will try to get the details of everyone. Kung kaya pa, you can follow these guidelines, but certainly call the police. Because they too will take down notes. They would do what we call a collision report. Collision report. Yun yung kinukuha namin mga abogado later on. And that's how we review the case. That's how we present the case to the other side. So, police, sometimes, kung okay kayo, will talk to you. Or sometimes they will come in and speak to you at a later date. Kung ano yung appropriate sa sitwasyon. Next, kung kaya, kung safe, kung okay kayo, take photographic evidence ng crash scene, kung ano yung damage sa vehicle nyo, kung ano yung mga skid mark, actually, kung nasan nasan yung impact zone, kung nasan naglanding, bago i-move lahat ng kotse, kung kaya, kung healthy pa, take pictures of those position, kung nasan sila. It's quite important sometimes kung may debate sa kung sino may kasalanan. One of my cases in road traffic accident and personal injury is, sabi ng kliyente ko, he was using this road for 40 years. The same road, he knows the road very well. Alam niya he was, it was his usual road going back home. Wala siyang distraction. He's very much focus. And then biglang may nag-collide sa kanya, may nag-crash na sasakyan sa kanya. Ang sabi ng police at that time, and you can't really blame the police kasi they'll just go with whatever's in front of them at that certain period of time. Sabi ng police, 50-50 daw, hindi daw either, nagka 50-50 yung liability. They can't really tell kung sino ang nag-cross dun sa middle lane. Yung relatives ng kliyente ko attended the crime scene or attended the accident scene straight away. They took photos kung saan nag-end up yung mga kotse after the collision. Took photos of yung damage, kung saan yung impact dun sa kotse ng kliyente ko, sa kotse ng kabilang partido. And in the end, we had to get a forensic scientist. Merong eksperto. At kailangan, hindi nila tinignan yung kotse at tinignan lang nila yung photograph. And from the photograph, they were able to tell na yung kabilang partido veered away from the middle lane, I think about 10 degrees. Ganon ka-eksakto. Ganon kagaling yung science. So, sometimes akala mo hindi na magagamit yan, but really just take photos. Hindi lang kotse, but yung mga positioning ng lahat ng mga bagay nung aksidente na yun. So next, may sound unusual, but make note of the weather conditions at that time of the accident and the time of the day when the accident took place. At dahil tatanungin po to if you are going to make a claim later on. Anong oras? Was it dry? Was it wet? Dark? May snow ba? And that sort of thing. So, bago natin makalimutan, as I've said, kung healthy, kung okay naman, or even a few days later, you take note of what happened, ano yung mga weather conditions. So, para pag tinanong kayo ng abogado nyo later on is okay na. Okay, hindi mo na kailangang isipin pa. Nandun na sa yung notebook o diary. If you have a dashcam, and I think nakwento din Mr. Laragan to before, if you have a dashcam or any CCTV cameras, it's quite good to start asking as well for permission to request the footage or request the footage. So the review, you make sure you have a copy of that. Again, we're going to talk about the case, one of my biggest case, road traffic accident, quite very serious. Nagkaroon na, it really affected the client, traumatic brain injury. Yung client ko nasa island, nasa gitna siya ng road, and out of nowhere, a car went out of control and hit him. And it was a CCTV footage from a shop that captured the exact time ng impact, exact moment ng impact, and how yung client ko umano na lang sa air. That was quite important as evidence kasi sinasabi nila na involuntary daw dahil it was a diabetic attack, but nakita sa CCTV na may konti pang control kasi nag-try siya umiwas and then nawalan siya ng control, which means hindi completely out of control. So those sort of evidence can make or break the case. Next, it's also important na tawagan yung insurance nyo. Kayo na, huwag nyo nang hintayin yung kabila pa ang tumawag sa insurance nyo. Report na agad sa insurance kung ano nangyari dahil tingnan nyo, check nyo, baka mandatory na requirement yan sa inyong insurance policy. But it's always good to have to call them straight away and report an accident. Next is, we talked about yung importante sa pinakauna is to ensure safe kayo. At sabi ko, hindi lang at that certain instance, but wait for 2 to 3 days. Once the adrenaline decreases, your adrenaline level decreases, nawala na yung adrenaline sa body mo, dun mo na mafe-feel yung mga pananakit ng buto, pananakit ng muscles, and then you really have to go to the doctor. So, keep a pain diary. Tingnan mo kung kamusta yung pain levels mo, bumababa ba, tumataas ba, hindi ba gumagaling, and get doctors, get GPs, a GP appointment din, sabihin mo kung ano yung nangyari. It's always a good paper trail. Tatanungin ka din kung mag-claim ka, kailan ka pumunta sa doktor, kailan ka nag-off sick. So put that in your diary to kailan sobrang hirap yung sama ng pakiramdam mo. Put as well how it affected your day-to-day living. Hindi ka makapaghugas ng plato, hindi ka makapagsampay, hindi ka makapagwalis, hindi ka pa makapagluto ng sinigang na baboy. So yes, do all of that. Be as specific as possible kasi personal injury is applying objective. Objective, meron siyang a certain test for all, but equally titingnan niya kung ano yung epekto nito sa'yo as a person, ikaw mismo, hindi just random person in there, but you as a person. Ano yung ginagawa mo, ano yung naapektuhan sa buhay mo. So make sure you keep a diary, you keep a note kung saan ka pumunta in terms of medical practitioner dahil kukunin yan ng mga abogado mo yung GP records or hospital records mo later on. And most importantly, kung sa tingin mo na yung kabila yung may kasalanan, and you have to get compensation, go talk to a personal injury lawyer. Karamihan po sa amin is we work on a no-win, no-fee settlement. So, wala kayong masyadong investment in terms of financial investment. Sometimes you may have to pay, not all the time, sometimes you may have to pay a little bit of disbursement. Depende sa agreement nyo sa abogado, but most of it are no-win, no-fee. Yung ibang abogado magbibigay ng success, mag-i-impose ng success fee. And that's fine, it's allowed by law. The reasoning behind that is they have to wait for maybe 1 or 2 years before mababayaran sila, and sometimes hindi sila mababayaran kung talo ang case. So, ang compromise doon is you'll have a bit of a success fee. So, no more than 25% yung success fee. So, it could be anything from 0 to 25%. A proper professional should give you a full and frank merit assessment of your case. Sasabihin kung may habol ka ba o wala kang habol, and they should also go through all of this checklist from you. Ito yung mga kailangan natatanungin nila sa iyo, asan yung tumawag ka ba ng ambulance, did you call the police, may collision report ba, asan yung insurance details, parties details, sinong witness, may CCTV ba, may photos ka ba, and natawagan mo na ba yung insurance mo, naalaman mo ng insurance mo, and most importantly, how has it affected you as a person and your family as well. Kung may mga carers, may mga nag-day off para alagaan ka, and kung may mga future expenses pa and future loss of earnings, that's the job from there on. So, looking at a letter before claim and then a schedule of loss. Yun yung kailangan gawin ng abogado nyo. But in order to do that, they would need the information na makukuha via these guidelines na binigay namin if you do have a road traffic accident. So those are the practical guidelines. Ingat-ingat pa rin po, antabay po rin po tayo. Sana po ang prayer po namin lahat hindi po kayo ma-aksidente, but there are times na accidents do happen, so hopefully this will be helpful and will make the process less stressful for you.
Uy, totoo yan, attorney. Very stressful yan, no? Diba?
Very.
Na-aksidente ka na. Tapos yung claiming mo pa, i-prove mo pa, no? Yung claiming
Yes.
mo, Diyos ko. Yung nangyari sa akin, attorney, hindi nila matrace yung... Although ito, binangga ako, hindi nila matrace yung mismong sumakay ng motorsiklo na bumangga sa akin. Alam ko, Eastern European yun eh. Pagkabangga sa akin, di ba, call emergency services dahil yung mga baka may nangyari o ano, the whiplash or whatever, no? Tumakbo eh. Tapos hindi na nila ma-trace, no? Sabagay, iba naman yun, no? Wala namang claiming yun, no? Sa akin lang, I had to, it's a good thing, meron akong ano. Meron akong yung kabibili ko lang ng morning dashcam.
Yes.
Mali pa yung oras. Nangyari oras in the evening. Mga 6 o'clock, maliwanag pa eh. Nai-program ko in the morning. Yung ano pa, hindi ko pa kabibili ko lang eh. Kinabit ko. Tamang-tama, buti nakatulong sa akin. So, na-reimburse naman ako ng aking insurance dahil wala naman akong kasalanan. Kaya lang, the insurance will have to claim against the other person, di ba? Yung kabila. Hindi nakapag-claim.
Or kung hindi makita yung insurers ng kabila or walang insurance, nangyari na din po yan sa isang kaso ko many years ago, walang insurance yung kabila, nawala din. Nag-disappear from the face of the earth. So, sobrang, my client suffered ibang eye injury, but a little less serious than loss of an eye, but very, very hard eye injury, quite serious. You can claim against Motor Insurance Bureau. So may gobyerno, may sangay po ng gobyerno dito who will deal with non-insured claims. So huwag pa rin mag-alala, kung walang insurance yung kabilang partido, may option pa rin po kayo.
Kung walang insurance yung kabila. Pero kung...
At kung hindi mo siya makita.
At hindi mo na makita, oo nga. Oo.
That's right.
So ito, maganda itong mga tinuturo mo, attorney, kasi yung call emergency services, kasi na-shock ako. Well, hindi naman ako nakabangga o nabangga. Hindi naman ganun basta vehicular accident. Shock ka eh. First time
Yes.
kung mangyari dahil hindi mo alam. Di ba? Buti sana kung nakaka-second, nakaka-third time na ako. Hindi, first time eh. Diba? At least alam mo na gagawin. So call emergency services. Tama nga yun.
Absolutely.
Di ba? Baka may
Absolutely.
nangyari, baka hindi man ako yung motorcycle guy. Hindi, he sped away. Umalis ka agad. No? Hindi kami pwede mag-exchange ng details. Wala akong I'm Sonny LARAGAN, what's your name? Ito, insurance.
Yeah.
Wala eh. So, yun, but you have to do that pagka may exchange details.
Correct.
Okay, ano next mo? May take photos ka, attorney. Ano next
Yeah,
mo?
take photos. Call the police.
Call the police. Oo, kagad,
call the
siyempre.
police. Kunin mo rin yung details ng lahat ng partido. Baka may witness, di ba, Mr. Lalagan? May witness minsan, may nakakita, may sumusunod sa'yo, nag-stop din. Pwede mo tanongin, di ba nakita mo yun? Siya naman yung may kasalanan. So get their details as well. If you call the police, kakausapin din naman sila lahat ng police niyan kung sino yung mga
Ayun.
possible witness. Take photos, yung mga dashcam, take note kung ano yung yung weather nung time na yon.
Oo,
Take
weather
note
condition,
yung weather conditions, anong oras
time of day.
exactly. It's quite important kung anong oras exactly, kung anong oras nangyari. Kung may CCTV, dashcam, kita mo doon, o kunin mo na yung mga details. And tawag ka rin sa insurance mo, ikaw na magpaalam sa kanila to inform them na ganun. And kahit uwi ka, sabi okay ka, tingnan mo pa rin ang tabay pa rin kasi 48 hours, nasa adrenaline high ka, 48 hours later. And so don't do anything strenuous, even if okay ka lang, walang nangyari. Make sure na lagpas yung ilang araw bago kami gawin na kung ano physical exercise. Dahil yung mga simptomas, ang dami talagang kliyente nagsasabi sa akin nito. 48 hours later, lumalabas.
Yan. So, hindi pwedeng akala mo okay ka kasi mataas nga adrenaline mo. Parang, ka pa eh. Parang excited na hindi mo alam, nakabado na di ba? But pagkatapos ng hapo mo, nung bumaba na lahat yan, dun lalabas na baka meron ka palang mas grabe pang sakit, no? O nangyari sa'yo, no?
Right.
May sinasabi ka, attorney, na pain diary. Mas maganda yan.
Yes.
Susulat mo rin.
Yes.
Kailan mo susulat yan?
Susulat
From the day on the day itself, medyo nag-describe ka na, it runs for many days. Parang ang purpose lang nun is, seeing how you are as days progress.
Dalawang rason yan. Mas madali kang bigyan ng prognosis ng doktor mo kasi tatanungin niya, how's your pain? And all you need to do is show him your diary. Ito doc, every ganito. And they can help. It can help them. It can help them really analyze kung ano yung nangyayari sa'yo. And then from our point of view, na sa mga abogado, we can present your case better. We don't just say, oh, he was in pain, he was in pain most of the time. We can be specific. He's in pain mostly if it's raining. He's in pain after doing just a little bit of physical exercise. He's normally in pain 3 hours every day. We can be as specific and that will strengthen your case.
Ayan. Maganda ang na-take ko rito sa ating maski walang insurance, yung partido or nawala, pwede palang mag-claim sa motor insurance. Ano pangalan nun, attorney?
Bureau. Motor
Bureau.
insurance.
So yung sinasabi mo, yung insurance ko, bagamat hindi naka-claim, hindi namin nakita yung motorsiklo eh. Merong may-ari yata, parang may-ari ng isang negosyo. Pero yung driver, hindi makita, ayaw ibigay daw, ayaw i-reveal kung sino driver, kung sino yun. So, saan nag-claim yung insurance ko? Doon sa motor
insurance bureau siguro. Magka-claim po yun.
Okay. Alright. Misa kasi nung ako may nangyari din, paano ba nangyari? Okay. Nag-MC ako sa may Bradford. So, pinark namin yung kotse sa parking lot na maayos. Yung parking, yung NCP. Alam mo ba, pinukpok yung gilid ko.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pinukpok yung driver's side ko na bato, na brick naiwanan pa niya sa lugar at saka sa ko. Hindi niya alam, ang ninakaw na lang niya sa akin, yung sat-nav ko, yung satellite navigation ko. Hindi niya alam, marami akong speakers, marami akong mixers, may mga computers ako sa likod. Hindi niya
Wow.
na-realize. Yun lang ang napag-anuhan niya, yung ano. Pero grabe ang ginawa niya. Binasag niya yung salamin ko rito, yung salamin dito.
Yeah.
Pinokpok niya pa yung gilid dito, yung side. So,
Wow.
dahil wala akong kasalanan, parang
Yeah.
ni-reimburse nung ano yung aking may binayaran ako tapos ni-reimburse yata, parang hindi ko
Yeah.
na makalimutan. Dahil wala akong kasalanan, no? So,
Yep.
ayan, oo. Pero yung mabangga, yung actual, iba yung adrenaline nun, iba yung parang nagkaroon ng aksidente,
iba.
di ba? Yun.
Iba talaga.
So, okay. Alright. Teka muna, may mga ano. Okay. May message dito sa Oliver tungkol sa pinag-usapan. It's best to invest.
Okay.
Sige. Direct, ilabas nga natin yan. Sige. Ayan. Okay. So, ito lang. Maganda to, ha. Ito ipaalala sa inyo kung sakali ho kayong walang babayaran. Sabi attorney, di ba? No claim, ano pangalan nun? No win, no fee. Ayan.
Yeah.
Oo.
Yeah, si Oliver.
So, hindi ka na kailangan gumastos. Si Oliver, yeah. Talagang
Very good
nanonood si
comment,
Oliver.
Oliver. Yeah, it's a good investment to have a dash cam these days, although the evidence may also work against you. That is absolutely true. So, may dash cam ka, pwede rin na makita na kung ikaw din may kasalanan. So, yeah.
Yun din ang downside nun. Yun din ang downside nun. Oh, magandang at saka attorney, parang bumababa yata insurance pag may dashcam Parang kasi tinatanong ka pag di ba? Kunyari, ikaw ba meron ka bang garage? Ayan. Pag sinabi mong sa street ka lang o sa ano ka lang, medyo mataas-taas ang bayad.
That's right, yeah.
So, ayan, oo. Okay. Alright, teka na, may mga greetings pa tayo rito. Sige, greetings tayo from Virginia Alona. Sige.
Virginia Laura, good evening, Attorney Donna and Sonny. Great to see you today, and indeed, noble deeds, Attorney Donna. Mabuhay, stay safe, and God bless. God bless down to Virginia. Thank you. Greetings from Sweden. Thanks for sharing the great adventures in legal advice. Yes, the great adventures in legal advice. Good luck and more blessings to come. Thank you.
Thank you,
Salamat.
Virginia. Gusto niyang mag-ano ng sa Department of Tourism dito para meron siyang yung masasabi siya.
Si Ma'am Cora.
Ma'am Cora, oo. Oo.
Very, very beautiful si Ma'am Cora. Hello, Sir Sonny, Attorney Donna and all. Welcome back, Attorney, from your mountain climbing. I'm sure you enjoyed it. Thank you po. Yes, I did enjoy it.
Si attorney, Ma'am Cora, si attorney is living. She's living her life. Diba? May control siya, diba? So, hindi siya existing. Ayan.
Yeah.
Parang sa James Bond. Okay. Ayan. Alright. Emily Rafael.
Alright. Oh no! Sige, Sonny. Ginam ako sa November. sa Dubai, kasama ako sa running dito. Wow! Brilliant! Kaya ko pa rin umakyat ng bundok.
Naku, mapapahiya ako. Alam mo, parang ang feeling ko, akala ko, kaya kong talunin si Emeline Rafael. Kaya sabi ko, aakyat tayo kasama. Bigla ako napahiya ngayon dahil hindi na. Sino pa pwede natin dala? Sino pa mas
magmamarathon daw si Ma'am Emeline. Well done.
Kaya nga, naisip ko siya. Tapos, nasupalpal ko dahil mas mahusay pa pala sa akin. Diyos ko. Kasi nahihiya nga ako na aakyat tayo, attorney, tapos biglang nihingal-hingal ako ron. Baka ando na kayo sa lahat, sa taas. So, iniisip ko, baka magkwentuhan lang kami ni Emeline sa baba. Mas mataano, diba?
Mauuna ata si Emeline sa ating.
Yun nga ang problema. Baka mauna Baka mauna si Emeline.
Well
Mabuhay, ha?
done.
Magmamarathon ka sa November, ha?
November.
Wow.
Good.
Para kasi Attorney Dana. Pumunta sa pumunta ng Germany, attorney, sa may anong Germany ka nagpunta? Nag-marathon ka?
Hamburg.
Hamburg. Hamburg. Hamburg. Tama, Hamburg, no? Yung kung saan nag-perform ang Beatles when they were starting out, no? Okay. Yes, Hamburg. Sa Hamburg sila nagsimula. Okay, sino itong mga to? Ano bang sino to? Si Emeline Le. Ano yung sabi ni Emeline? Marathon. Ayun na yan. Tapos na yan. Okay.
And others for the first time sasayang sa marathon. Very, very good. Ang galing.
Mabuhay.
I will watch. I'll keep an eye on the post. Galing.
Galing naman. But I'm looking forward, attorney, do sa ating pag-akyat, ha? Because,
Ako rin.
diba, living din yan, di ba? Sa springtime, anong the best month or of the year sa mga kasi ang springtime is March, April, May. Diba?
Siguro mga May or
May na.
or summer din.
Or summer na para wala na tayong mga problema masyado.
Summer na talaga para kasi
Pero
ang Pilipino tayo, masanay tayo sa init eh.
Ang problema
summer
niyan,
na tayo.
hindi kaya tayo mapatagal. Baka kinabukasan na tayo makauwi dahil magkukwentuhan tayo paakyat eh. Dahil naghihintayan tayo eh.
Mahaba yung araw. Alas 10 daw po sa sunset doon pag summer.
Oo nga pala, di ba summertime? Oo nga,
summertime,
di ba summertime sa atin? Oo.
Kwentuhan pa tayo, mag-picnic tayo, mag-radio show pa tayo doon eh.
Oo nga, no?
Nag-uulat ko mula sa Scotland.
Kung pwede yun, we could also do it, no? Pero weekend tayo aakyat eh, di ba? Weekend tayo aakyat?
Weekend.
Weekend tayo aakyat.
Special report, breaking news si Mr.
Breaking
Laragan.
news. Oo nga.
Nag-summit na.
Pero teka muna, yung bang type of shoes na sinuot mo, is that special for trekking, for climbing, o ano?
No, hindi po siya. It's actually for ultra running, the mga ultra trail running. So it's a little trick na narinig ko sa mga ibang mountaineers. Kung if you're going for lightweight, and I just want to try kung okay. So it's Ultra Lone Peak, yun yung pangalan ng It was very good. Hindi ako tapilok ba? Tipalok. Hindi ako
Tapilok yata. Tapilok. Hindi ka na tapilok.
Which is normal yun yung problema ko dati na pagpagod na ako, natatapilok ako. So,
bakit kaya?
okay siya.
Sa design?
May injury ko dati sa ankle. So, pagpagod ka na, ayun sinasabi ko always na pagpagod ka na, yung coordination mo, bumababa. So, with this one, it's okay, but I will probably, kapag maulan, siguro magbo-boots po ako. Magpa-mountain boots pa rin ako. Pag summer siguro, I will wear this. It's good for summer kasi hindi siya ganun kaya. And very light. Talagang, wala akong blister, very light siya. Yun lang, siguro kapag malamig or maraming tubig, mas maganda medyo mataas yung you have to try it for yourself. I would say the lighter the better. The lighter yung niyo.
Yung mga lighter niya, yung kamukha ng nabili mo niya, is it more expensive? Medyo may konting pricier compared to a regular. Mas pricier siya.
Kasi you buy yung technology na light technology, and hindi ka naman parating, you only need to invest in one good pair, and you keep that for a number of years. Yun yung gagamitin mo for a number of years, and paulit-ulit mo naman. Sana hindi lang one time, hopefully it'll be a start of something.
Pagka winter time, naka-thermal tayo, underwear, di ba? Yung parang parang pajama, basta ganun, parang nakahapit na Kailangan ba pagka umakyat ka ng mountain?
Yeah, pag mga November, I've tried November, isang November na akyat sa Lake District, sobrang lamig. Maliit lang na mountain. Maliit lang na mountain. Napakaliit lang niya, napakalamig niya. Pero ang ganda ng view, maganda yung maganda yung nagkape na naman ako nagkape na naman ako dun sa taas. So yun ang ko. So talaga, it's about layering systems. So meron kang thermal, meron kang base layer, meron kang fleece, then you'll have a soft shell, and then yung outer proof mo. Or down jacket, yung medyo parang puffer jacket. So that's
jacket siya na hindi nababasa, parang wet proof.
Yung outer mo. Yeah, yung outer mo dapat.
Yung outer mo.
And then you have to be prepared. Kahit na summer, you just have to be prepared. Lalo na sa Scotland, weather can turn bad very quickly. Kahit ano pa kagaling ng weather forecast, they can be wrong. A lot of, if you've gone up to the mountain a few times, you'll probably have had instances na akala mo mainit, or akala mo hindi wala din umulan, or biglang lumamig, and then you have to really be prepared for that. Kasi yun naman you just have to break down yung elements na pinaka-essential, kumbaga. Ano ba yung, yung pinaka-essential para sa'yo? And ano yung magbibigay sa'yo ng protection, ano yung magbibigay sa'yo ng enjoyment. And for me, yung enjoyment ko is magkape sa bundok.
Sa bundok. Gusto ko ma-experience yan. Di ba? Gusto ko ma-experience yan.
Magkakape ako, titingin ako sa view, and I'm like, this is nice. This is very nice.
Wow, talagang di ba? Parang soul, ano ba yan? Basta very soulful, parang di ba? Parang wow, talagang di ba? Makita mo yun.
It's a moving meditation. A lot of people say it's a moving meditation. It's very soul enriching. Na mare-refresh ka talaga. But I accept, hindi para sa lahat. Hindi naman lahat, sees it that way. But hopefully, you give it a go. Kasi ako nung nag-umpisa ako, di ko naman alam na magugustuhan ko.
Yeah. Well, if you will never know until you try. You will never know that you have an added skill na meron kang, di ba? If you never try, you should try. And it should be parang yung sa parable of the talents ba, yung sa Bible, di ba? Subukan mo, tingnan mo, baka may mga skills ka pa or yung mga talents na pwede ka pang ma-acquire, di ba?
That's right.
Oo.
That's right.
At saka, anything is difficult. Learning how to play well sa piano, guitar, drums, or anything naman takes effort. Effort lang yan eh. Pag wala ka effort, wala. Diba? Okay, well, attorney, I guess, it's nice, good news. You're in one piece. We saw you once again. Diba? And nakaka-thrill tignan, nakaka-enjoy tignan because you are so brave na nandun ka, no? Windy, lakas nun. And then, like you said, yung mga, di ba, yung mahirap, may difficult din bumaba because of the fog, di ba? Yung foggy, yung, ano ba, mist, ano ba, how do you call it? Mist?
Mist. Yeah.
Mist, oo.
Yeah.
At least nakaakyat ka. And kasama mo rin kami na, we were praying na, Lord, ano kaya, no? Let's, kayo na hubala ito kay, Attorney Danna Quinto, no? That, yan ang kanyang passion climbing. Ano yan? Man against nature? Hindi naman. How do you call it? Man conquering nature? Dahil aakyat ka Paano ba yan? Man with nature. Communing with nature.
You dance with nature. I try not to think about it na magkaaway kami ng nature.
So, kasi nga, di ba, challenge yan. You have to go up. Just going up is a challenge. Tapos coupled with wet and windy weather pa, ano?
Exactly. It's you pray for the best, you hope for the best, you prepare for the worst and pray for the best. And then you just enjoy it. And kung talagang kailangan mong bumalik, it's okay. Turn back. There will always be a mountain another day. It's fine.
Yes,
At the end of the day, just live. Just do something you really like, you really love. Do something that puts a smile to your soul, puts a smile to your heart, puts a smile to your face, and share it with other people. Siguro that's the reason why I share it with you guys, because it gives me such joy. It gives me a lot of meaning, and I'd like to share the experiences. Maybe someone will also try it and get some joy out of it. Sana makakuha din yung tao ng joy from that particular hobby. So, maraming salamat po. I just want to say thank you sa lahat ng mga yung pang game din dun sa adventure nating lahat. I did feel na adventure natin lahat to. Yung mga nag-wish good luck, nag-wish stay safe. And nakaka-touch po. It's actually really nice. You look forward to going home safely kasi ayaw mo i-worry yung mga tao sa baba. You don't want that on people. You want it to be a happy adventure. You want it to be a good adventure. So, you take extra care. Kasi, hindi mo pa ba problema yung mga tao, dami na natin lahat ng problema ngayon.
But that was great. A wonderful experience, attorney, na ginawa mo. Great experience. Merong something about pinag-usapan natin, padaanan natin.
Yeah, sometimes I notice the delivery van are always in a hurry. Totoo yan. Take care, especially sa mga pedestrian. You're looking sa left side, and parating pala sa right side. Minsan, be careful yung mga parang biglang kung saan lang susupot.
Alam mo, yung mga yan, talagang mababangga yan. Dahil grabe yung mga yan. Talagang magpa-andar, lalo na, no? Minsan, tama yung ano, hindi sa kaliwa. Minsan, nasa gitna na ng kalsada, eh. No?
That's right.
Okay, ali kayo dito sa Dubai. Ano ba yan? Ali kayo dito sa Dubai?
Ali kayo.
Alright. Oo,
Doon
yes,
tayo
yes.
takbo.
Next, mga, okay, sige, mga final, natin, pagbati natin. Ano pa?
Final
Para sige,
pagbati.
tapusin na natin bago tayo magpaalam. Oy, si May, lagi nasa huli na. Okay, May, kumusta ka na?
Good evening, Sir Sonny, Attorney Dana. Happy Tuesday sa lahat na nanonood. Happy
Alright.
Tuesday din. May tigbaw.
Yes, happy Tuesday, May. Good evening, eh.
Ayaw mo
Sabi ni
yan, Sonny.
Emmeline,
Sabi ni Emmeline.
wow, talaga nga naman, lalo akong nahiya tuloy. Okay, well,
Ayaw mo
ayan,
yan.
uy, si
Good
Edgar
night,
nagpapaalam.
Attorney Diwata.
Attorney Diwata, oo. Hindi kasi mountain, di ba? Parang Mount Makiling, ganyan, di ba? Si Maria Makiling.
Maria
Sa mountain,
Makiling.
mga diwata ng mga ano. But that's good. That's good. At least, alam namin you are living, attorney. At least nasabi mo kanina yan, di ba? Yung mga challenges and everything, no? On climbing. Okay, well, ayan no, nabigyan ho sa inyo yung mga legal advice no, kung sakaling you figure in a radio talaga. Ano ba to?
Road traffic.
Road
Road
traffic
traffic.
accident. O yan, road traffic accident. So ayan ho, yung mga
Yeah. And
tawag agad
mountain
emergency
advice.
services.
Yeah.
Oo,
Just
exchange
in
yung
case.
details. Tawagan ng police syempre, kumuha ng mga ebidensya, photos, whatever. And at syempre, i-take note ho niyo yung weather condition at yung oras ng, di ba, time of day.
Yes.
So, okay, attorney, sige, magpaalam na tayo at paano ka ba nila kukontakin kung sakasakali?
Yes, contact details. Email po at d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. At ang number is 01234225188. Again, it's d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com or telephone number 01234225188. Maraming salamat kay Direk Pao, who's always supportive at napaka-energetic always. And to Mr. Sonny Laragan for giving me this opportunity to share not just yung legal advice or legal knowledge, but equally yung kung ano yung mga adventures at hobby ko sa buhay. It's a pleasure sharing it with you dito sa tahanan natin sa Filipino TV Europe. So, for me, maraming salamat po sa lahat na nagbigay ng good luck, ng stay safe, at ng mga mountain advice and mountain forecast. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Stay safe, stay happy.
Well, thank you, Kami rin. We're so happy and glad, no, and thankful that we have you, no, with us. Ikaw ay parang epitome or an example of living life, because not only do you climb mountains, you also do, martial arts. Very active ka, attorney. Parang, di ba? So, looking at you, parang one would wonder, ba okay itong si Attorney Dana, because she's really living life, no? You're doing the things that you want, the things that are close to your heart. Now, you told us about the story. Well, although nakwento mo na rin dati, but now, at least laring na-reinforce yung kwento mo about yung damalong of your, parang memory of your grandmother,
Yeah.
dala mo every time you do all these challenges, no? So, nakakatawa. Be it running a marathon or climbing the mountains or trekking the mountains. I don't know what's the correct term is. But yeah, thank you for inspiring us, no, with what you do. I'm sure yung mga anak-anak nila Edgar, anak-anak na kung sino-sino dyan, no, mga nanonood sa atin, will be inspired to be like you, no? Dahil, wow, no? So, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye, and glad that you're back, dito, and looking forward to our summer climb. Kasama natin si Emmeline.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Si Emmeline.
And, mukhang mapapahiya ako kay Emmeline dahil kaya pa niya mag-marathon. Di ba dyan sa Dubai? Ako hindi ko pa nararanasan. Ang takbo ko lang 30 seconds of running, 90 seconds of walking, 30 seconds of running, 92 seconds of walking, courtesy of NHS Couch to 5K. Ayan ang una.
Very good, very
NHS
good.
Couch to 5K.
Very good.
Pero,
Pwede na yun.
si Direk nagpapaalala sa akin, Sir Sonny, kailangan mag-exercise. So, diba, tumatakbo tayo.
Tama.
NHS,
Tama,
have you heard of that? NHS Couch to 5K?
Narinig ko na ata po, yes.
Yung mga beginners, NHS Couch to 5K. No? 30 seconds running, 90 seconds better than nothing, di ba? And then you complete the
Better
30
than
minutes.
nothing, definitely.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess it's time for us to get back. So, sabi ko na, parang nag-climb ng mountain at kailangan ko ng something to
Daming
perk me up.
sugar.
Oh, sugar. Well, thank you very much sa inyong mga kaibigan. No? Thank you because, well, thank you rin. Andito si Attorney Dana at kasama natin. No? And she had a wonderful time doon sa nakakapagod pero challenge din yun. Siyempre, kasama sa, all comes in the package, di ba? You have to exert effort, kaya pagkatapos na medyo mapapagod ka, mahahapo ka. Pero yung joy na yun na dinala sa puso mo, that you've accomplished something, di ba? Ay malaking bagay na yun.
Right.
It's gonna be a memory that you'll treasure the remainder of your life. So, okay. On that note, ito po si Sonny Laragan sa ngalan po ni Attorney Dana Quinto at si Direk Paula nagsasabing thank you very much so sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay dito po sa Legal Advice Corner every Tuesday night. Let's do it again next Tuesday. So till then, Sonny here is saying thank you very much for keeping us company. Take care, God bless, and good night. Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you. So you can be there for them.